There is a quiet, profound satisfaction that comes from growing your own food, no matter how small the scale. You do not need a large plot of land. A sunny windowsill, a small balcony, or a few pots by the back door is all the space you require. The simple act of nurturing a plant from a tiny seed into something you can harvest and bring to your kitchen connects us to the earth in countless ways. An herb garden is the perfect starting point for any aspiring gardener. Herbs are wonderfully forgiving, incredibly useful, and reward your modest efforts. They provide an abundance of flavor and fragrance that store-bought bunches simply cannot match. The 5 herbs we'll explore today have been chosen for their popularity, versatility in the kitchen, and their straightforward, forgiving nature. Let us start with basil, the undisputed king of summer herbs. Its sweet, slightly spicy aroma is the very essence of Mediterranean cooking, instantly bringing to mind fresh pesto, caprese salads, and rich tomato sauces. Basil loves the sun and hates the cold. Choose a spot that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day and use well-draining potting compost. Water it regularly, keeping the soil consistently moist but never waterlogged. Basil is a thirsty plant, especially on hot days. Next, we have mint, an herb so vigorous that its biggest challenge is keeping it contained. Its cool, refreshing flavor is perfect for teas, mojitos, fruit salads, or adding a bright note to savory dishes. Mint is best grown in a pot on its own, as its roots will spread aggressively and take over any garden bed. Keep the soil moist for a near-endless supply. To harvest, simply snip the stems. The more you cut it, the more it will grow back, becoming bushier and more productive. Parsley is another kitchen essential, coming in 2 main varieties: the flat-leafed Italian type with robust flavor, and the curly-leafed classic garnish. It prefers a sunny or partially shaded spot and rich, moist soil. You can grow from seed, but be patient as it's slow to germinate. Harvest the outer stems first, cutting close to the base. This allows inner stems to continue growing, providing fresh leaves throughout the season. Water consistently and feed occasionally with liquid fertilizer to encourage lush growth. Regular harvesting promotes healthy, continuous growth all summer long. Now we turn to rosemary, a wonderfully rugged herb that evokes the sun-baked hillsides of the Mediterranean. Its pine-like fragrance and robust, savory flavor are essential for roast lamb, potatoes, and focaccia bread. Rosemary is a perennial woody shrub that thrives on sun and neglect. The key to success is excellent drainage. It despises having wet feet. Once established, it's very drought-tolerant. Let the soil dry out completely between waterings. It's truly a low-maintenance plant. Chives are perhaps the most obliging members of the herb garden, offering a delicate, mild onion flavor. Perfect for snipping over scrambled eggs, baked potatoes, salads, and soups. They're incredibly easy to grow and return year after year. Plant from seed or by dividing an existing clump. They're not fussy about soil and grow happily in pot or ground, sun or partial shade. For harvesting, give them a haircut. Use scissors to cut leaves about 2 inches from the base. This encourages fresh, tender new growth. The wonderful thing about rosemary and chives is their sheer resilience. They look after themselves, rewarding you with consistent flavor. A single rosemary plant provides fragrant sprigs for years, while chive clumps expand to provide more than you need, with extras to share. These reliable workhorses provide structure, scent, and flavor through the seasons, asking for very little in return. We've explored 5 wonderful herbs, each with its own character: sun-loving basil and parsley, unstoppable mint, and the steadfast perennials rosemary and chives. The key is to start small. Choose just one. Pick the herb you love most in cooking or whose fragrance you find most appealing. Find a single pot, fill it with good compost, and place your plant where you'll see it every day. This daily connection is the heart of gardening. Your confidence will grow alongside your plant. Soon you may find yourself adding a second pot, then a third, creating your own collection of living flavors. Remember that gardening is a process of learning, not a test of perfection. Some plants thrive, others struggle. That's perfectly all right. The goal is to engage with the natural world, get your hands in soil, and enjoy the simple pleasure of snipping something you've grown yourself. The flavor of freshly picked herbs is a reward in itself, brighter, fuller, and more alive than anything you can buy. So find a little space and plant an herb. Start your quiet collaboration with nature. This is how a gardener is made. Through the simple, joyful act of nurturing a single plant, your garden journey begins with that first pot.